guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a perfume collection. So this is my perfume collection, and I know that perfume is very personal, like your scent is very personal and everyone is different in what they like and what puts them off. But these are the perfumes that I like, and I have worn some of them for years, so I thought that I would share it with you guys. So I'm going to start with probably like my most favorite used ones and then go from there. And I'll try my best to describe them from what I smell, but I will add like the notes and everything on the screen as well, and all the links and everything down below. Okay, this first perfume is probably the most sentimental to me, and it's because I wore it on my wedding day, and it is the Elie Saab perfume, and this was a limited edition. That's why it's got like the gold bottle and stuff. I actually don't know what the name of this is. It just says Elie Saab Le Parfum, and it doesn't, oh hang on, it says Eclat Dior. I think I will put it down below, but that's the bottle there, and every time I smell this it just takes me back to my wedding day. So good. It smells it does have a sweetness to it, but it's also kind of musky and like a sexy smell at the same time. It's definitely a warmer, sweeter, more like vanilla candle sort of smell, but it's I love it, and I wear it very, very rarely because I don't want that feeling of like when I smell it, I think of my wedding day. I don't want that feeling to go away, so I wear it very rarely, like on a special occasion, but yeah, that's definitely one of my most sentimental perfumes. Since we went with the first Elie Saab, I'm going to show you another Elie Saab, which is in white. And this is quite a popular one. You can see I'm almost out of it. My mum actually has one of these bottles as well. This smells exactly like a vanilla candle to me. It smells similar to the wedding one, but a bit more vanilla-y. Like that one's a bit warmer and muskier and more like amber to me. This one smells like that, but more vanilla, a little bit sweeter, but not like in a sickening way where you have a headache when you put it on. And this stuff, both of these perfumes just last. Like I remember my wedding one, we were up in our hotel room before we went downstairs for the reception, and I sprayed a bit more on before we went back down. And when we came back up a few hours later at the end of the night after the reception was over, the whole room still smelled like that perfume. It was amazing. The bridesmaids wore it, my mum wore it, I sprayed it all over my wedding dress, and yeah, it's just very nice. And this is amazing. It complements that one really well. Sometimes I kind of mix them together. I do that with perfumes. I don't know if you're supposed to. I do, but yeah, these are definitely two of my favorites. Okay, this one is my most used, most repurchased perfume. It is my signature scent, and it is the original Roberto Cavalli, and this is probably the 6th or 7th bottle that I have of this, and I'm already almost out of it. Normally every couple of years on my birthday or Christmas, either my husband or my parents will buy me another bottle because I do go through them every couple of years. This smells just like, to be honest, when I smell it I just think of myself, because it's something I've worn for years, and it smells fresh but sweet, if that makes sense. Like it smells like a very daytime perfume, but you can also use it at nighttime. To me this is a daytime perfume. For some people it's probably not, but I love even the bottle of it. It just looks so fancy, and yeah, I'll definitely put the notes for this down below because it's a very difficult to describe scent. But whenever I wear this, I remember once I was wearing it when I was shopping with my mum, and this lady actually stopped me and asked me what perfume I was using. She said you were walking in front of me for a couple of minutes and I knew it was you, so I had to come and ask you what you were using. So I definitely get a lot of compliments when I wear this one. This is my newest purchase, and it's probably sold out because it is a newer one and it is extremely popular. It is the Givenchy Irresistible. Now this one, my mum actually bought it from Myers a couple of months ago, and I was with her when she bought it, so I smelled it obviously and it was great. And you know, we have very similar tastes in perfumes, and a lot of them, like she has one, I have one, and she wore this a couple of times, and every time she wore this I would say, what are you wearing? What is that smell? It smells so good. And she kept telling me it's this Givenchy perfume. And I was like, okay, yeah, I need a bottle. And they were sold out pretty much everywhere. And they told me, you know, why they were sold out, because it obviously is very popular and it is also new. This was only made this year, or might have been the end of last year, something like that. And I finally I tracked it down and found one, and it was the last bottle they had in the shop, so I went ahead and got one for myself, and it's one I've only had for a little while, and you can see I'm already using it. This smells so luxurious to me. It just smells rich and fancy, and I don't know, it just reminds me of like being in a 5-star hotel. Like, I don't know, it's so weird to explain scents and the way they make you feel. This smells, it's not like a overpowering smell, but it lasts and it lingers. It smells sweet, yes, but more like, I don't know, it just smells very rich and clean to me. So this is definitely one of my newest favorites, and I use it very sparingly because I don't want to run out. It is expensive. Most of these perfumes are, but I feel like a perfume, like, it's something that lasts you forever, and your smell to me is very important. So I like to smell good, and yeah, this is definitely a must-have. And this one is a very popular one, and it is the Marc Jacobs Decadence, and it looks like a little clutch, you know, looks like a handbag like that. It's very cute. And this one, my mum, I refer to her so much, but like I said, we are very similar in our scents. She bought this, and every time she would use it again, I would like it. Whenever I went over there, I'd take some and spritz some on. And I remember I tried this in a shop, and when I came back home, my husband would not stop complimenting this smell, and he was like, that's it, I'm getting you a bottle of that, it smells so good. And this again, I think now they've discontinued it, if I'm not wrong, and he found it at a store and actually surprised me with it. He came home one day and he brought it with him, and he had to like call them and they had to hold it, and then he had to get it sent over from there to this shop and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, this is a very sexy date night smell. It smells very, it smells sweet, but also kind of leafy, if that makes sense, and musky. That's why I refer to it as a date night scent, and it is super sexy, and the packaging's cute as well. I mean, it's a lot. It's very difficult to put on a tray. Yeah, this one is definitely great for date nights. Since I was talking about the Decadence, which my husband loves, this is another one. This is my second bottle of it. I am not a fan of wearing it on myself, but my husband loves it, so I normally wear it for him. It's a beautiful smell. I just don't, it's not my favorite out of my collection, but it is the Valentino, and it is the Donna. So this is a second bottle, and I'm already halfway through it. This is a very rosy smell, a very musky rose smell. That's how it smells to me, and it really lingers. It lasts forever. And you only need a tiny little bit because this can be a bit overpowering, so just like 2 or 3 spritz of it and that's enough. But yeah, this one is my husband's favorite on me. I mean, obviously he likes the Decadence and the wedding one and stuff, but this is also one of his favorites. It's a very romantic, rosy smell. This one, so I used to use the original Flowerbomb, which is great. I actually have my second bottle here, so I'm almost out of that one. This is a cult favorite. Everyone loves this. I know Kim Kardashian used to use this, Ariana Grande used to use this, and it's a great, great smell. It's a very classic, womanly smell to me. It is sweet though, so if you don't like super sweet smells, like my mum doesn't, she does not like this, but she likes the Flowerbomb. It's a limited edition. It's called Rose Explosion. That is her signature scent. But this is not her favorite, but I actually like it on myself. It's very sweet. That's the kind of scent that I gravitate towards, like sweets and florals and stuff. So this is a rosy, sweet bubblegum sort of smell to me. And Flowerbomb came out with something similar called Nectar. So the bottles look very similar, but this is obviously shorter and more like a diamond shape almost. And this smells like similar to the original, but a bit more like honeycomb to me. Like, I think that's why they call it nectar, because it sort of has a honey sweet smell to it. So it's like the original. So if you like the original Flowerbomb, you will definitely like the Nectar. It is not like sweeter or anything. It's just a different type of sweet. Like this is a more cottony, candy, bubblegum sweet, and this is more like a honey sweet, if that makes sense. This is one that my mum bought me and she has bottled for herself, and this is the Bvlgari Jasmine Noir, and that's what it looks like now. Even this, I think they have like a different version of it now. This is very difficult to find, but it would, now that it's like an all black, it's not like see-through glass, if that makes sense. This is exactly as it says. It's a jasmine smell, but because it says noir, it's got that sexy musk to it as well. So this is a great smell. Now I even use this during the day. It doesn't bother me, but I think because it says noir, it's more like a nighttime scent, but that's a great one if you like florals. Okay, this one is the original Miss Dior, and this was a present to me from a family friend many years ago for Christmas, and it still lasted me, as you can see. This is something that brides use a lot on their wedding day, and it's something I wanted to use, which was the Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. But then once I smelled the Elie Saab, I was like, yeah, that's more up my alley. This is a very, very sweet scent. So like to me, it's even sweeter than Flowerbomb. So if you don't like super sweet smells, you probably won't like this. I love the packaging of it, that little bow on there, it's so cute. And you can just tell by the color of it how fragrant it really is. It's a very sweet smell, but I actually kind of like it. It lingers forever. I sometimes spray a little bit of it on my hair, and I can smell it even when I'm asleep, which are most of these perfumes. They are very, what's the word when you describe a perfume that's very strong? Pungent? That sounds not good, but it's very strong, these smells. This one is the Kim Kardashian Gardenia. So these last three smells are more subtle fragrances that I loved. Like even now that I am pregnant again, when I was pregnant with my son Levi, I completely went off most of these scents and went into more lighter, fresh scents. All these sweet smells, floral scents just put me right off. But this is one that I don't even have to think about. It's a very clean, daytime appropriate scent. Now this is the original Gardenia, and it's just exactly like it says. It smells like a light, fresh bouquet of flowers, like gardenia flowers, and it is not off-putting to anyone that I would think of. It's not like you could wear this at work and people wouldn't be like, oh, that's a bit much, you know? So this is a great go-to scent. This one reminds me the most of when I was pregnant with my son, because this is the only perfume that I could handle the smell of, and it is the Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. Very popular scent, and it's a very lemon citrusy scent. It's the only citrus sort of smell I have in my collection. It's exactly like, it just smells like fresh lemons and like laundry mixed together. This is great, again, very much like the Kim Kardashian Gardenia. You can just use it anytime. It is not off-putting. It's very light, very summery. It's great for summer. The last perfume that I have is actually one that I'm using today, and it's the Dolce & Gabbana Rosa Excelsa. My mum bought this for me ages ago. I don't know. No, it was after I had Levi, so it wasn't like I was put off by a lot of my perfumes, but this was just something she thought I would like, because it's like a more subtle version of the Valentino Donna. So it is a rose smell, but it's almost like rose water. Like it smells like a very diluted rose in a good way. It just smells fresh, clean, and like a light spritz of rose. So if you like very floral scents but you don't want something too strong and heavy, this is definitely a great one. So that was my perfume collection. I hope I described them the best that I could, but like I said, I will have the notes and everything on the screen if you want to know more in depth, and I will link everything down below so you can, if you want to try some of them for yourself or read more into it, you can. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. I have noticed that a lot of people watching my videos are not subscribed, so if you could please subscribe, it helps me out a lot. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!